Khumalo, ANN7, Johannesburg.
All right, we joined in studio to talk about the fashion or the business of fashion. Ephraim Mdlingoana, creative director for Ephraim, does not need any introduction. You've practically dressed anybody and everybody, myself included, but 11 odd years ago. So welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Of course, a very sad moment. Your dear friend and an icon that you used to dress, Mandoza, was laid to rest.
Yeah, it was quite an emotional journey. You know, I've been with Mandoza for many years. I met him in 1993, to be exact. And then when we started getting friendship, getting to the whole relationship, friendship thingy, you know, we contemplated what he likes and all that. And then, I mean, he started showing, he's a real, I said,
a fashionista.
You know, he was a real fashionista. You know, he was a real cotton. What do you call this new lines? Cotton. We were cotton.
Nana swag.
Nana swag. You know. So, you know, even when I was getting married, I did the whole entire shebang on their wedding. So really, when I buried him today, there was so many emotional things, you know. But the bigger closure is tomorrow evening when I'm showcasing my collection. So I'm dedicating the whole entire range to him.
Bless you.
Yeah.
So what can people look forward to? Is it going to be a little bit more radical, lots more color? What was your mood this time around?
It's very subdued. We're doing a transitional collection because I know it's winter, autumn, winter. But for me, I always say, you know, I just don't want to be clubbed as any of designers who just follow the script that it's winter, it's summer. No. I'm open. I've seen. I mean, global thing is upon us now. The whole global change. So you can see that our winters are not as severe cold as it used to be, where you have to wear your minks and all that. You know, can it be extremely hot in winter? Can be extremely cold. So I'm doing a very in-between collection that you can be able to wear all the time. So basically, it's more like a all-season kind of a collection.
I mean, just outside the fashion business, you'd also been a social commentator and activist.
Yes.
You know, fighting for the protection of the textile industry and against cheap imports and support and mentorship, because you've brought through a number of other successful designers today. Do you think that your fight so far is being heard? You
know, I should say it's getting there, slowly getting there, because now I was talking to some of the agents of the government to saying to them, look, guys, if you say you want to create jobs in this country, if you want to create sustainable jobs in this country, you need to start protecting what we are building, the legacy of what we're building. I mean, today, Mijega, you find in Chinatown, things that, you know, we never thought you could ever find. It's we find in Chinatown. And those are indigenous things that our grandmothers and, you know, used to do. So,
but that's the challenges of not being competitive, and especially if you're going to say the Chinese have got the manufacturing muscle.
But you can never step into a Chinese market, especially with things that are very cultural, because there'll be no. The government will come in between and say, no, you don't touch that. But with us, it's a free fall. It's a market for all, which is somehow it's a bit of a tad. You know what I mean? And
it makes the hustle even harder for somebody who's so well entrenched in the business. You've been in it practically all your life. And you maybe not, you're underrated in the sense that you're not appreciated, you're not valued enough because you're competing with, you know.
Yes, and fortunately, you know, when you're good, you're good with what you're doing. And people will always look at it and cherish that. Hence, I'm still in the game for after all 12, 13, 14 years, not. And for me, as a brand, as Ephraim, I never wanted to be an in brand. You know, once you're in a brand, it can be an out brand. So with us, there's consistently wanting to be just a consistent brand throughout, and then just understand what the market wants, evolve with the market, but again, don't leave the market that you've been growing with.
Yeah.
So you grow with the market and you evolve and go back and start growing that other market to come to the level of where you are as a brand. So you bridge all the gaps. And hence, I've got all clientele throughout the years and seasons and in, season out.
Yeah, but there's been that allure in that you wanted to go into the retail space where people say mass production is the way to go. Other brands have gone with retail giants, but you sort of didn't fall for that particular fad.
I tried with one of the main retailer stores, and which is at the moment is very struggling as well. It's one of the biggest retail store in the country, but it's going through a patch as well.
Aircon.
Yes, at Con. And so with me, and I realized that a lot of, South African market is very fickle, hey? Our market is very fickle. So I realized that most of our market, most of our consumers, they want to belong. They want something that says me, not us. Especially the black market, it's just like that. It's always about me. I've got a big house, I've got a better house, I've got a better car, I've got my own designer. So we claim everything. So, I'm in claim. So my designer is so-and-so, you know what I mean? And with that, you capitalize on that as well, because they want that kind of exclusivity. And then they can be able to, yes, you can go in the mass market. It's either can make it or can, and you dilute your brand as well. And people don't want something diluted brand as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Your message as we celebrate Heritage Month,
yes.
what goes through your mind and how you would like to see Africans or South Africans represent themselves?
I'll tell you something about South Africans. We are very Eurocentric. We like it or not, it's in our blood. And that's why when you go up Africa and through into Africa.
I'm wearing, this is a Ghanaian material, but I've got a blazer,
yes,
a jacket on. Correct.
So, and I think in essence, we love our culture so much, but because it's embedded in us, it's within us, we feel like we need to test different markets outside of what we are. And then because of South African colonialism and the way we have been, throughout the years, we've been very enclosed as well. So we are really not open up that much. So everything is just being European mindset, you know what I mean? So now it's only now, especially with women, it's only now that we all starting to get into all this African space of, trying all these things.
To conflict.
Yeah, but again, it can get too much, because now when we're doing too much, it can become a bit tedious.
Are you taking new clients?
Yes, of course. We've got a lot of clients.
Okay. Are you taking new clients?
Every day my book is open.
Yeah. Okay. No, but we'll get the contact details and put that up. But of course, he's on social media as well. Really, really appreciate it. Such an honor to have Ephraim in studio. Ephraim Mdlingoana is a creative director for Ephraim, and as we said, one of the iconic legends in the business of fashion. But that's the show for this week.